2024 has some surprises and changes in store for us according to human design and how we are going to be influenced collectively by the planets this year. There are four main themes that my friend Natalia, who is a human design certified analyst and real detailed expert in the transits, she loves the transits and she really has a gift with explaining them and understanding these collective energies and how they're going to impact us. So she highlights four main themes that we'll go over in today's video for 2024. So I just got off this call with Natalia, and the first thing that she wanted to emphasize is that the changes that we're seeing in 2024 are actually part of a bigger cycle, which is the end of the cross of planning, which has been the collective influence for the last 400 years. And as we get closer to 2027, we're approaching the cross of the sleeping phoenix, which will be influencing us for the next 400-ish years. So we're at the crossroads of a huge planetary change. In my channeled messages in my book, Alchemy of Consciousness, this is described as the grand reorganization. And in essence, this change is from the cross of planning, where we could rely on this sort of tribal support and organization through things like the government and social services, water, electricity, healthcare, education system, armies and politicians. The whole organization of our capitalistic society is an outgrowth of the cross of planning. And as we move into the cross of sleeping phoenix, which is actually my incarnation cross, we move into more of an individual focus on self-survival in the now and a crumbling of these past systems of collective support. So every year, as we move towards the cross of the sleeping phoenix in 2027, we're witnessing this decay of the old system and a birthing of a whole new way of living. The entire human design system was said to be here to prepare us for this change and to really teach us how to listen to our bodies and to know our unique individual strategy and authority, so that we can decide what's right for us in the moment and make it through this transition. So that is the backdrop of 2024, is this global change of crosses. By the way, Natalia is an amazing expert in this change of crosses, and she's taught me so much about it. So I definitely recommend following her on Instagram and subscribing to her free access to a webinar she's doing to go more into detail about 2024 and the collective energies that we can expect to experience this year, which I will link below. So the first theme that Natalia highlights for us in 2024 is mutation.
I guess 2024 is something really, really special. It's gonna be, wow, it's gonna be a mutational year. The deeper I'm diving into the analysis of this upcoming year, the more I realized that it will definitely bring something really, really new to our world, and the world will not be as it is now anymore. And there will be a lot of surprises, I'm sure. Whether they will be good or bad, I don't know. We can't predict, but looking at the chart, at the body graph of 2024, I can definitely say that yes, it's gonna be a surprising year, I would say. First of all, because as you look at the human design body graph of 2024, you can see that almost all the activations, all the planetary activations are individual. And those who know human design well, they know that mutation means something really new, something that didn't exist before, something that emerges unexpectedly, unpredictably. And I don't know whether the mutation of 2024 will manifest itself in this year, but it will definitely change something that will be seen in subsequent years, definitely.
As Natalia was sharing about mutation, I realized just how normal mutation is for me. It's almost more normal than stability. I'm just very used to undergoing mutations in my own life. And so I don't really fear mutation. To me, mutation is just an indicator of evolution, and it's a natural part of evolving as a being, becoming more and better. And I actually associate mutation with becoming better. And so I do have a lot of optimism as we move into this new cycle that we're actually gonna be better off in the end because of this. In the 2023 forecast that Natalia and I did, Natalia outlined some core influences that we are under the influence of in a longer cycle. I'll put the link there to that video so that you can check it out if you want to learn more about these influences, but she's going to describe how they are still a major theme for 2024.
A big theme which will be obvious during 2024 is the limitations and ongoing crisis. And these energies have already been with us for more than 2 years, I guess. They will not go away in 2024. We'll dive even deeper in this journey, I would say, and this energy will continue impacting us, leading to further dissolution of the old world as we know it. These energies are brought by Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. And Pluto is a god of underworld and death. And what is death? Death is transformation. So Pluto brings transformation and death to the old, while Neptune helps Pluto by dissolving old structures in crisis so that they lose their function and ability. And finally, Uranus strikes with something new, strikes with something harsh and unexpected, and Uranus energy will be splitting the world apart. So yeah, these 3 planets will definitely set up this stage of all the events and all the circumstances we will be seeing in 2024. And I would say that the energies of 2023 already significantly undermined people's trust in leaders, in governments, in societal structures. And we have already seen splitting apart within communities. I mean, within communities, within countries, within different unions. But in 2024, with this further breakdown and weakening of old structures and systems, the world will continue splitting apart on all levels, not only within communities, but between communities on all levels. So it's limitations, it's ongoing crisis, it's splitting apart. There is no unity frequency in this year. And it's Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, the planets that bring this flavor, I would say.
The next major theme of 2024 is that we are under the influence of channel 5710. So let's hear from Natalia what that's all about.
Another thing I would like to mention is that there is a very focused conditioning pattern in 2024 brought by the channel 5710, the channel of perfected forms, design of survival. And this channel is a part of integration system. Integration system is individual energy to survive in the moment. And this is also a so-called creative channel of integration system. So I would say, just making the keynote, I would say that we may say that this is about an art of survival. There is a gate of behavior, gate 10, and there is a gate 57, our intuition. So it's a perfect behavior based on intuition. And the presence of this channel in the chart of 2024 tells us a lot about, again, about the flavor, the mood of the year, because it's going to be a very spontaneous year. I mean, the global collective conditioning is about acting spontaneously. And frankly speaking, the whole environment will demand this from us, because all the other activations also hint that everything will be happening unexpectedly and spontaneously. And one should always remember own strategy and authority, having this impact of this conditioning, because not all people are spontaneous. There are emotional people, for example, with emotional authority, and spontaneous actions, spontaneous decisions is something which doesn't serve such people well.
I personally love this channel. It's part of my design, and I find that it is really about having a perfected sense of proportion, design, beauty, and really architecture, like the ideal architecture. So I'm curious how that's going to show up this year. I think it could be really positive. The final theme that Natalia emphasizes is so beautiful. It was about spirit. So let's hear what she has to share about that.
A positive thing, I would say, because I have a tendency to focus on something not negative, but what's just a second, I'll just look for this word in English because I don't remember. Yeah, warning, sorry. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to balance this warning, which definitely sound in my voice, with some positive side. And the positive side of this conditioning is that 2024 will bring a lot of opportunities for something new, because of this unpredictable environment, because of all these spontaneous and quick changes. There is this huge field of opportunities, starting something new, doing something new, adapt to new circumstances, adapt to the limitations, adapt to the crisis in a new creative way. So this is also a part of the conditioning. I think the last thing I would like to mention in this brief forecast is that this year will teach us to follow our soul and our spirit in everything we do. And it's gonna be a very important and also tough lesson. Living in this material world is going to be more and more challenging because of the limitations, but we'll be learning how to find abundance within ourselves, regardless of the material, regardless of the external circumstances. And the teacher here is Saturn. Saturn is tough, but at the same time, Saturn is a great teacher. And if you follow the Saturn's lessons, you will be rewarded. And if you don't, it will punish you. So this year, I would say we must be really disciplined in our spirit, in following our soul, in our decisions and our actions. And this is a very important lesson, because, as I said, we're approaching 2027, and the new era is all about your spirit, is all about your inner abundance. Nobody will tell you what to do. All these structures that are crumbling now, from one perspective, you might say that this is a frightening thing, because you have nothing to rely on. But at the same time, this means a huge freedom. But there are two sides of the coin, you know. When you have freedom, you need you also have responsibility for your own decisions. And in the cross of sleeping phoenix, everything you can rely on is your spirit. So the lesson of Saturn this year is going to be really important and really helpful in the preparation of all people, preparation of humanity as we enter the new era.
Of course, all of my work is based on helping people connect with their spirit, and so this for me feels very optimistic, and I'm looking forward to helping more and more people establish that direct connection with spirit this year. Today we just gave a broad brushstrokes generic understanding of these 4 core themes for the year, but Natalia explained to me that there's actually a lot more nuance to it, and it is beneficial to kind of get in there and really understand what are the actual gates that are being activated this year and how they could affect you personally, as well as how they'll be influencing us all collectively. And so Natalia is presenting that in a webinar, a free webinar, which is amazing, on January 22nd, where she's going to outline a real detailed forecast of 2024. So the link to register for that is below, and I'll also put it here so that you can easy access it and get yourself signed up. And if you haven't already checked out the beautiful channeled messages that I did for you for 2024, for you and your particular design, I'll put the link to my channeled messages here, the playlist, so that you can find your message and tune in. Thanks again, Natalia, and thank you to you for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you received. Bye.